able, the publicist for Justin Baldoni has posted allegedly on a private Facebook page some details about the lawsuit that we did not know about so far. Now, I read the entire thing on 2 other posts that you can go back and listen to, but this is going to be the main things that I took away from all of this information she gave us. If you want to read this for yourself, I have the link over on my IG story. Make sure you follow while you're over there. And I also am putting up a YT video where I read all of this and talk about my opinion all in one section that you can go over there and watch as well. It is all LINK in my bio. Also, subscribe while you're over there. The first thing I want to point out is that she said she was never subpoenaed and her private text messages and emails were included in the complaint after I received it on Friday night, that she had no idea that any of her texts or emails were even given to anybody. And she has a feeling, if you look down here, that it had something to do with her boss because they had access to her work emails and her phone. Now, she doesn't say that. She says to do what you will, but that is what we can take from these 2 things here, which is very interesting because it was said before that these messages and things were subpoenaed and that is how they got them. But this is saying different. Jennifer Alba is also saying that there was thousands of documents that they had, and because of that, and they had all of this collected, that she feels like this is a coordinated effort to put out this lawsuit, and they were planning to do this for a while, allegedly. She also goes into saying that they cherry-picked the messages, that if you saw messages before and after, essentially, that it wouldn't mean quite the same thing, as well as there were hundreds of thousands of messages about the situation, and they chose to pick the ones that were going to look at their story the best. She also says, which this I feel like is the most important part of all of this, is that there is no smear implemented and no negative press was facilitated and no social combat plan at all. That they had talked about it if it was needed because of the situation that happened at the beginning that we'll get to in a second, but they never implemented any smear campaign whatsoever. That the internet was doing the work for them, and Blake Lively's interviews that she did herself were basically taking care of themselves. Now, they said the reason that they had the smear campaign planned in the first place was because the opposing team had been planting horrible stories about her client as a fail-safe if my client did not comply with the demand set forth for the campaign. Because if you go and look at the lawsuit at the beginning of it, it lists the list of demands that Blake Lively had at the beginning before they even started filming, that she would not do the shoot unless these things were implemented, which showed that she was going to have some issues with the people and Justin Baldoni. This entire thing is also over on my IG story. The link to it, you can go see it over there. Now, I feel like if this is the case, that this would be pretty easy to prove in court. So I guess we'll find out. I'm not taking either side. I'm on a team. I need more information, but let me know what you think in the comments.